they say, okay, I want to work on this with either focus or anxiousness or any type of mood. They ask me if there's just one oil I could do, what could I do to get better? And I'm hands down, I'm like, let's focus on the gut. And I always recommend the Lifelong Vitality Pack, but there's actually 3 that I just have the base, and that's like your starting ground is your lemon oil, digestin, and Lifelong Vitality Pack. Doesn't mean that there's not others that are important, but just as a base to get the gut moving, like as Boyd was talking about, we got to keep that thing moving, right? So I'll tell a little experience that I had in a second, but 40% of what you eat gets used for the brain. So if you're eating non-nutrient type, food, like a Twinkie, for example, then that's going to be used in the brain, which is not good. So you want to make sure what you're eating is really good because of that. The other thing is, over 95% of our serotonin is produced where? Gut. It's not produced in the brain. Less than 1% is produced in the brain. And actually, there's other neurotransmitters that are now discovering inside the gut as well. So your gut is the key to anything long-term with brain function and brain health. I'll tell the story that I had this little girl that I saw. She was 14 years old, very unhappy, and a lot of anxiousness she'd been experiencing for several months in school. And she hated going to school. She was miserable. She would just didn't want to even focus. She would make up excuses not to be in her classroom. And one day she mentioned something about having, gastrointestinal discomfort. And so it just was like this light went on. Oh my goodness, okay, so let's get you digestin. So I gave her a bottle of digestin, and I said, put a drop under your tongue after each meal and just see how you feel. So the next week, she comes back to me with her mom, and they walk into my office, and her mom were smiling. And I'd never seen this little girl smiling. I didn't know she had teeth. So I was actually excited. At first I thought, did she get a boyfriend? I literally thought she got a boyfriend, but the mom was apparently happy about it. So anyway, so they come in and they sit down, and I'm like, okay, what's his name? And they said, I said, what's different this week? You guys seem like, things are going well. And the mom said, yes. She goes, that stuff you gave us, it immediately, within 3 minutes, calmed her stomach down, which was really the major cause of her having anxiousness and mood issues. And she said that whole week in school, she functioned so much better. She was happier, she wasn't anxious, and she was doing wonderful. So that's the power of the gut, and that really, the digestin was the key over any other oil that I had used with her.